Let me welcome all of you on behalf of the Colombo YMBA, those who are participating physically as well as those who are joining via Zoom. A special welcome to our two panelists, Venerable Samanalagama Thero and Mr. Cyril De Silva, the two panelists. Today's program is Observing Five Precepts, a brief meditation which will be led by Venerable Thero and introductory remarks by the moderator. Let us observe.
නමස්කාරය කියන්න පන්සිල් ගැනීම. බුද්ධං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ධම්මං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි සංඝං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ဒုတိယံ පි බුද්ධං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ဒုတိယံ පි ධම්මං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ဒုတိယံ පි සංඝං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි တတိယံ පි බුද්ධං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි တတိယံ පි ධම්මං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි တတိယံ පි සංඝං සරණං ගච්ඡාමි ပါဏာတိပါတာဝေရမဏီសិក្ខាပဒံ සමාදියාමි អදිននាដានាវេរមណីសិក្ខាបដੰ සමාදියාමි កាមេសុមិច្ឆាចារាវេរមណីសិក្ខាបដੰ සමාදියාමි មុសាវាដាវេរមណីសិក្ខាបដੰ සමාදියාමි សុរាមេរយមជ្ជបមាដត្ថានាវេរមណីសិក្ខាបដੰ សមាදිយាមិ තිසරණේන සද්ධින් පංච සීලං ධම්මං සාදුකං සුරක්ඛිතං කତ୍වා අප්පමාදේන සංපාදේත. Okay. We have to do the meditation. Sit properly and concentrate your mind. We are doing to the Anapanasati meditation. It's based on breathing. We are moved to the breathe well and close your eyes, your nose, mouth, head shoot into the good position and breathing slowly in. දීගං වා අස්ස සන්තෝ දීගං අස්ස සාමීති පජානාති breathing slowly and concentrate your body, your mind, thoughts like that. Loving kindness, compassion, right breathing. Get into the breathing and concentrate how impermanent breathing and all. Attikayo diva panassa sati paccu pattita hoti. Mindfulness, way to the Nibbana. You may all have attained to the final liberation in this meditation. May you live long, happiness, prosperous, and calmfulness. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, sir, for a very good start for today's program. Today's topic is apramada, without delay. And the objective of these programs are to learn new aspects of the Dhamma and clarify any doubts or issues which may require clarification. And we are fortunate to obtain the assistance of well-known and versatile panelists to lead the Dhamma discussions. The first part will be conducted by Venerable Samanalagama Thero. He has a master's in Buddhist studies from the University of Kelaniya, a BA in leadership from the Sri Lanka International Buddhist Academy in Kandy, also a diploma in counseling psychology from the same institute, a diploma in advanced English from the same institute, diploma in information technology from the same institute, as well as a BA in Buddhist philosophy, MCU in Thailand. He's also the head of the Universal Thinking International Buddhist Association. He's a lecturer. Venerable Thero is a lecturer in English and vice principal of the Uttara Dhamma School, among other roles. I respectfully invite Venerable Thero to deliver his presentation.
Okay. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. ඒ භාග්‍යවත් වූ මුනීන්ද්‍රයාණන් වහන්සේට අප හැම දෙනාගේම නමස්කාරය වේවා. Good morning and may the Triple Gem bless everybody. Respected Sir Mr. Cyril D. Silva, who is the retired accountant, and our Kalyana Mitra Dhamma friend, respected Mr. Ranjan D. Silva, who is coordinating and supporting in this program, and dear Dhamma colleagues and meritorious Dhamma friends. That today my topic is based on appamada. It means without delay. First of all, I would like to mention about the historical guidance and language matter. And apramada means Sanskrit word, and also appamada means Pali word, the Magadhi word, right? And also the English term, there is an English term prostitute or delay, without delay. Prostitute means hurry up. Do not anything slowly, and you have to attain to the goal without delay. So, my part is religious, economics, political and social aspects. I have enough time to discuss the several things. Now I'm going to talk about the religious things. The first Buddhist period, we are calling to the Patama Abhisambodhi. That the first Buddhist period, there are no any Vinaya rules. But it had one thing, it is Ovada Patimokka, the oral instruction. The 20 years the Buddha had promulgating, without promulgating Vinaya rules, and controlling the Sangha community without appamada, delay. The first Dhamma sermon, Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the Buddha had mentioned about Chakkung Udapadi, Jnanang Udapadi, Vijjaha Udapadi, Aloka Udapadi. There were important and elements which we can understand how to understand and achieve good conduct, right effort, right mindfulness, right concentration. The all are the factors of Eight Noble Path. So, at that time, the Buddha has mentioned about Charata, Bhikkhave, Charikang, Bahujana Hitaya, Bahujana Sukaya, Attaya, Hitaya, Sukaya, Ma Ekamak Ganna Agamitta. There is an important thing which we can understand with the unremarkable things. Also, you have to go to the several villages, the bhikkhus and lay people, and all are, you should preach to the Dhamma and go to the several ways. Do not go to the one way. You have to share the Dhamma with going to the several ways. The Buddha first commitment or first guidance. Actually, I think in Dhammapada, 19 stanza. Bahumpiche sahitang bhasamano natak karo hoti naropamatto. There is a man who do not the wholesome deed, but who has some educational matters. He learn several various teachings, subject matters, but he not understand proper Buddhist way, proper understanding the life concentration, the survival of the samsara journey. There was a good incident. The Buddha's time. At that time, there were two monks. The first one, he was doing to the meditation path. He always try to attain to the nibbana and practice anapanasati, samatha, vipassana meditation. There is called another monk who learn matters, subject matters, process, some structures, guidance like Eight Noble Path, Four Noble Truth, Dependent Co-origination, Three Characteristics, like that. But who not understand right way, and he hasn't the good understanding about the Dhamma. In this story, we can understand the Buddha has mentioned about bahumpi che sahitam basamano. If someone understand lot of things, but natak karo, who is not doing to the special thing, the Buddha, Supreme Buddha was said how to control our mind. Natak karo hoti naropamatto gopova gavo ganayang paresang, who is like a bull. Na bhagava samanyasa hoti, he is not my disciple. The Buddha wanted to tell some monks who had to know the spiritual part, the religious matters, and also the final liberation. And we can divide that into the two parts. The first one is every Buddhist disciples should maintain the life, the two part. According to the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, the first one is if someone want to know the reality of the samsara, they have to cultivate and understand the two path. According to the two path, it's Kamasukallikanu Yogo and Atta Kilamatanu Yogo, self-indulgence and self-mortification. And also, we all are gathered here to know the special thing, the new things, the new factors. According to my speech, I can suggest one thing. In this world, based on karma concept and based on cause and effect, actually, it's the Yathavadi teaching. But the delay is based on the control our samsaric journey, and it's very slowly attain to the Nibbana. The Buddha always, Supreme Buddha was a ideologist teacher in the India. Not only the India, but also the whole world. Actually, in this matter, some people, actually in my life, I have eye, ear, tongue, body, cessation of suffering, path of cessation of suffering. It's the five senses, no? Some people are know the truth by considering sensory perception. The sensory perception means sensually. Actually, the five senses based on know the truth. And there was another thing. It's extrasensory perception. It's Sanskrit name Atindriya Jnana. If somebody has to promulgate or knowing the truth without delay, they have to cultivate the extrasensory perception. Because every people are knowing and thinking, suffering, and enough understanding the sensory perception. It's the kamavachara thoughts, the holy thoughts. Actually, in this my topic, I want to say another thing. The Buddha has mentioned the two monks. In my disciple, when you want to be a disciple, if you want to be a disciple in Buddhist disciple, you must understand the spiritual path. Not only the spiritual path, it's the extrasensory perception like that. And also, appamada. Actually, in Dhammapada, there is one chapter, appamada vagga. There are a lot of stanzas which we can understand. I like to quote the one stanzas. Some monks appamada rato bhikkhu. Some monks are doing the things with delay. They cannot achieve their success, their positive guidance, their positive path. And also, the economically, in my topic based on Chakkavatti Sihanada Sutta and Chanki Sutta, Kalama Sutta, Chullahatti Padopama Sutta in the Pali canon. Actually, there were a lot of commentaries and a lot of factors in Appamada, and economically there are a lot of rules and regulation in the world. Every people are doing the things with the money. They are try to build up their mind, their money, their success in lay life with lot of money. But the only thing is, they do not understand what are the sources of the samsara. What are the sources of the in this renunciation of the samsara? Actually, their money lost. They cannot build the successful life. In this in Pali canon, Kosala Sanyutta. It is there was a king, the sometime great king, the Kosala Pasenadi Kosala king. He always try to discuss some religious, social, political matters with the Buddha. And every day, the evening, the king went to the monastery to discuss some matters with the Buddha. The Buddha every time advise him to develop his mind, because he's sometime do the things without knowledge. But who is a leader? There is a reason the Pasenadi Kosala, who were getting foods very laughly and getting food without control. And he had weight. And Buddha said, Arogya Parama Labha. The health is wealth. The king understood what are the tongue, how to control our tongue. So Juha Tanha, the tongue desire. I think basically, if some person who want to control the money, they understand what are the elements of the body, the need and want. What are the need, want? And on the other hand, socially, in this present moment in the world, I think and America, the NASA committee, they are controlling the world with the NASA World Space Station. They search the several planets in the world. They search there is a planet we are called the Angaharu. But in that planet, 2030, the people who will be built another town in that space, in that world, in that planet, they research in this paper, the Wikipedia. I think in this Sri Lanka people, Sri Lankan Buddhist people are worshipping the several trees and several stores and several pagodas like that, but they don't understand what are the scientific method. The Buddha had mentioned and Buddha had promulgate some worshipping tools with some knowledgeable part. Okay, and also politically, the Sri Lanka culture based on some island matters, because they are always try to get some information based on karma concept. It's my karma. They haven't money. It's my karma. It's not the real thing, because the Appamada Vagga, and there is a sutta in Sanyutta Nikaya, Appamada Sutta. The Buddha mentioned you cannot depend on karma concept. The karma concept is the major fundamental teaching in the world. And also, in my part, I had to go to the university in my life. There was a lecturer, his name Jayanta Bogoda in Peradeniya. He always taught me to understand Bante, in this world is based on cause and effect. It's the Hetupalavada or some sort of fundamental teaching in the Buddhism or dependent co-origination like that. But sir, I always ask some question, sir, how to depend on karma concept? It's like a delay, no? We have to do the several things. The NASA is went to the World Space Station and Moon, but we are worshipping trees and other things and worship the statues like that. and some religious activities, and they not give up anything. The Buddhist teaching is based on dharana, charity, good conduct. It's the cessation of suffering, no? Nahang bhikkave anyang ekarupampi samanapassami. Like that. And the path of cessation of suffering in that Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, idangkopana bhikkave dukkha nirodhang arya saccang yo tassa eva tannahaya rago patanissaggo muttyanale. If you want to release the thoughts, bad thoughts, the unwholesome thoughts, you can give up the desire. Don't merge the desire with your normal worldly life. And we all are gathered here, know the special thing. It is the social and economic and political part into the Supreme Buddha was explaining the special thing in India in that period. It's the Brahmana period. Veda, Vedantra, and Tantra. There are a lot of several vast religious matter, 62 religious like that, and 6 heretical teachers, Nigantanatha Putta, Sanjay Bellatti Putta, like that. They are always trying to say the special part, the Sasvatavada, like that. But in Jainism, the Appamada, describe the Appamada. If someone slowly understands something, it is there were five elements in Jainism: Sutta, Shruti, Mruti, Avadi, Kevala, Manapparyaya. It is also like a Manapparyaya. Some people, the Buddha has mentioned like Akkataro Tathagata. I am the guide, but I am not a teacher. I am a guide. I can explain the renunciation of the samsara, the final liberation. If someone want to attain to the Nibbana, they should understand the cause and effect. And also, in my understanding, you have to concentrate your mind at the present moment. So, Majjhima Patipada Tathagatena Abhisambuddha, like that, no? The middle path. If some are going to the middle path, they cannot live, they can't live delay. The delay is based on karma concept in Buddhism. And Jainism, it's not karma concept. It is the laziness, like that. And also, finally, I would like to mention without delay, actually in Dhammapada, Uttahana vato satimato suci kammassa nisammakarino. There was another stanza in Balavagga, Diga jaga rato ratti digang santassa yojanang digo balanang sansar balanang. The foolish man, they cannot understand the Dhamma with delay. Without delay, they can understand. Actually, simply know the Buddhist perspective and Buddhist teaching. There were a lot of religion matters in India and Sri Lanka. In that matters, the world religion, Taoism, and Jainism and Zen Chan Buddhism, like that. They are practicing the Buddhahood. It's like a Mahayana concept, and Theravada concept. We can divide it into two parts: punya and papa, wholesome and unwholesome actions, like that. Normally, you should understand, if someone has to know the truth or realization of the samsara, they have to understand what are the sources of the mind. Our mind always lazy, and also we cannot eradicate the tanha, desire. The tanha is the major part in the without delay. And also, I my thankfulness in Borella YMBA association, because requesting me to describing something about in Buddhism, and my part is not without delay. My part is philosophical subjects, like that. But in simply, generally, it is the major thing in the society, the without delay. And thank you, all of you, and also may the triple gem bless you. May you live long. Sukhi di gahayuko bhava. And if you have any questions, you can ask me next moment. Thank you, all of you.
Thank you, Venerable Sir, for your valuable thoughts. We take the questions after the second discussion. I would now like to introduce Mr. Cyril De Silva, who has been a regular contributor to our programs. Mr. De Silva is a retired accountant, and professionally he is an associate member of the Institute of Professional Financial Managers, London. He holds a Bachelor of Commerce degree from the University of Sri Jawadanapura, and also a diploma in computer science from the Open University of Navala, as well as a diploma in computerized accounting from the College of CIM. I now invite Mr. Cyril De Silva to begin this.
Thank you. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. My blessings to Lord Buddha. My earlier panelist, Samanalagama Thero, gave a very good speech. My respect to Bhante and Mr. Anjali Silla, dear Dhamma friends, as well as the people who are joining via Zoom also. I say that may triple gem bless you. Now, first of all, I will tell to my Bhante, if there is anything I have to say mistakenly, please correct me. This is because actually I am going to just go out of the box as usual, because when I talk in YMBA thing, I am just going out of the box and talk something. Same way, I want to change the topics also a bit and explain you. Really, the topic is given Apramad, APRA. But Appamad is the Pali word. As Bhante said, Apramad is a Sanskrit word, as well as a Sinhala word. Sinhala word, if it is English, Apramad is without delay, that's true. Okay, fine. But actually, if it is Appamad, Buddha has not mentioned about the without delay. Appamad means mindfulness. Appamad means really mindfulness. Okay, if someone can say, yeah, that is without delay. But even if it is without delay, it should be mindful. Otherwise, we will be in trouble. We'll be in distress, not progress. If you are going to rush, if you are going to do anything without delay, So if it is not mindful, sati, if it is not from sati, so definitely we end up with the destruction. Definitely. Therefore, I prefer to talk about this matter, this topic in appamada, that is mindfulness. If anything going wrong, please excuse me, right? Even I request my Bhante, Venerable Bhante, please correct me, right? Then I will take, and the other thing, this appamada word is, the word gives the more weight on the Buddhist concept. Whenever you talk about a lot of things in Buddhism, but appamada, wherever you go, appamada, you can find appamada, because appamada takes all the places you get appamada, because sati is there. Now, as example, if you take that Kalyana Mitra Sampatya, then you only so many Saddhamma Savana, then you only so many Sikarya. Then only the Mandam Pratipatya. The only so many Sikarya is sati, that is appamada. You have to have that one. Okay, you can say without delay, but if it without delay, it should be mindful. If it is not mindful, even you do without delay or with delay, nothing will happen. Therefore, I prefer just to explain that mindfulness is such a big, vast area. Even what I say, or even Bhante say, oh, we can't finish mindfulness subject because that much big. As example, I think Bhante also took that chord. Pasenadi Kosala. Pasenadi Kosala is a king that is a good warrior, but he is not a wise person. Then he has a practice. He has a practice to see Buddha every day after lunch, maybe for digestive matter. He is coming and talking nonsense with the Buddha. They are very close. Therefore, Buddha is also allow him to talk. But normally he raised some good question as well as some unwanted question also. This time he raised a very good question. That is very important. We'll have to see. That is, one day he came and asked, Venerable Sir, Swamini, is there any quality that will benefit for this life as well as the lives to come? So, I mean any quality will help for this life and the coming lives. Then Buddha said, yes. If Buddha is saying anything directly, that means there is something. That is mean very strong. Buddha said, yes. When Buddha said yes, then Pasenadi Kosala asked, what is it? Buddha said, that is appamada. So, which means appamada is the word is most important in Buddhism. That is one quality that will help to this life as well as the coming lives also. So then, but Pasenadi Kosala is not a wise person. He couldn't realize what Buddha said. Then Buddha knew that one. Buddha said, okay, let me explain. Then the Buddha said, footprint of the elephant will be supersede of all other footprint of the animals in the jungle. So which means when you take the footprint of the elephant, all the other animals' footprint can be kept inside without overlapping. So which means if you take the Buddhism as the footprint of the animal, that everything is there. That is why appamada Buddha mentioned. But even then, Pasenadi Kosala couldn't understand. But what I want to point out that one, appamada is mindfulness. Without mindfulness, there is nothing. There is no nirvana. There is no wholesome acts. Nothing. Even any dhyana. If you want to take anything else, there should be mindfulness. That is sati. Samma sati. You can go samma samadhi also. Then this is how I said that is how much broadened that mindfulness is. Then just I will take one example for you just to, I would like to give you a space for you to think deeper and deeper. So which means, you know that Buddhism has two ways. One is the mundane level and the other super mundane level. Super mundane level is the spirit of that one. Mundane level also we can apply for the day-to-day things, but if it is super mundane level, it means that is really to practice the Buddhism. That is the essence of the Buddhism, that is the spirit of the Buddhism also. Then I would like to call this one. Now we know that in appamada, one appamada Vagga also that is there. There are two good, very famous stanza, two gathas. One is appamadu amata padam pamadu machuno padam appamantana miyanti epamatta yatamata. So it is understood that there is nothing talk about the without delay. Without delay, nothing. That is really speaking, that is me and you are going to die if you are not mindful. That is talking about the mindful, really. There is another stanza that is the most important thing. It is in Mahaparinibbana Sutra, you get that one. That says Vayadhamma Sankara, sorry, it is a Handani Bhikkave Ammante Amyo Vayadhamma Sankara Appamadena Sambhadeta. Then there are Vayadhamma Sankara Appamadena Sampadena. Appamadena is there. Then this is the Buddha's last word, summarizing everything and giving the idea. So first there are four words, two pairs. One is the Vayadhamma Sankara. Vayadhamma Sankara means all the phenomena, mental and the physical phenomena is going to decay. Or we can say all the components are going to perishable. That is okay. The other pair is the Vayadhamma Sankara Appamadena Sampadeta. Then you get the Appamadena, right? Then we know that Buddha was talking about all the compounded things are going to decay and Appamadena. That is not without delay. Appamadena means mindfully. Appamadena Sampadeta. Then Sampadeta is the unsaid. It's an open word. Buddha didn't tell anything how to sampadeta. There's a question will come. How to sampadeta, what to sampadeta. But Buddha said it unsaid. Unsaid. It kept it open. So now there are two reasons to Buddha to keep it open. One reason is this is the Buddha's last final words. That cannot be big one. It should be a short and sweet and small one. And he has to give entire his preachings there. That is why Buddha kept that is open. That is one reason. The other reason is Buddha has said it earlier. What is Sampadeta? We all know. I think Bhante also talked about that one few minutes ago. That is 20 years Buddha controlled his disciples because 20 years with that Gatha, Ovata Pratimoksha, third stanza, I believe, if I'm right. That is Abba Papa Sagaranam, Kusala Supa Sampada, Sakitta Paryodapanan, that's it. Etam Buddhan Sasaram means that's it. Only three things. That also, please make sure this is not another version of Buddhism. We have to go deeper and deeper to the Buddhism and get the essence of that one. Keep it with us. But if we just look at what is the glance, it will not give the correct thing. You have to think about and go deeper and deeper. What is it? So this one also, we know that Sabba Papa Sakarana. Sabba Papa Sakarana means don't do any evil things. So don't do unwholesome things. Kusala Supa Sampada, do wholesome things. Sakitta Paryodapanam, control your mind. That's it. But how it will benefit for the enlightenment, for the ultimate goal or salvation. If you are not doing any unwholesome thing, if you are doing wholesome thing, if you tame your mind, will it be support to the nirvana? No, there should be a reason. And we have to see the spirit of that one. Sabba Papa Sakranan mean, really speaking, that is Sila and Vinay. Sila and Vinay. When you take Sila, all the unwholesome thing we have to avoid. That is Sila. And Vinay also, that is really for the bhikkhus. And or the Pratimoksha also, not for us laymen, that is for the bhikkhus. Then we have to think about Buddha is talking about this salvation. Not to the business and everything, even though these days that monks and bhikshus are doing some business, but Buddha's time, Buddha wanted them to do use the real spirit and with the full strength to realization. So then Sabba Papasa mean, if you are not doing bad, say about now, first 5 precepts you get the don't kill, don't steal, and don't lie, those things. So if you don't kill itself, it will not help. You have to not to kill, as well as you have to practice the loving kindness for others also. That is why I'm talking about Sabba Papa Akaranang is Sila. And also we know also they are for the bhikkhus to get the moral conduct and accomplish their task. And Kusalasa Upasampada. Kusalasa Upasampada means do wholesome acts. It is also not giving the correct answer, correct truth. There, Buddha was referring to the right effort, Samma Vayam, Anupannanang Akusalanam Dhammanam Anupadaya, Uppannanang Papakanang Akusalanam Dhammanam Anupadaya, Anuppannanang Kusalanam Dhammanam Uppadaya, Titya Diyobaya Vepulaya that way, and Uppannanang Kusalanam Dhammanam Titya Sammosaya that way. So it means that is the real wordings of the Kusala Supa Sampada. That will help for the salvation. Not by doing the Kusala and acquiring Kusala, it will not help for the final salvation. For the final salvation, it is helpful only the right effort. And Sachitta Paryodapanam, that is Sati and Samadhi, nothing else. Sati means the mindfulness. So now we know how much mindfulness is essential for this journey, for sansaric journey. If we want to come out from this sansaric journey, how much essential this mindfulness, Samma Sati. It is everywhere. There, if there is anything, Sati is there. Sati Sampajanya is there. If there is no Sati Sampajanya, Yoniso Manikara, Samma Sati, there is no Buddhism. That is what I want to say that. Okay, anyway, we'll take one or two things that we have some time. We'll take one or two examples and see whether it is really without delay or really mindful. We'll take one example, that is Chakkupala. Chakkupala Thero, they finished their was, and finally all 30 bhikkhus, they wanted to go and see the Buddha. But Chakkupala Thero was not interested to go and see the Buddha because he wanted to go with something else. But other people wanted to go just to go and see the Buddha. But Chakkupala Thero wanted to go after attaining Arahat or so on something. Then he dedicated and mindfully he did the meditation, walking meditation, right throughout, overnight. And finally he got enlightened. So which means that is mindful. It is not without delay. If it is without delay beforehand, before 2-3 weeks back, he should have done it. This is mindfulness. If you are talking without delay, 3 months they were doing that one. Then if it is without delay, it should have happened in first 2-3 days time. Now this is on the last day. That is the entire effort put for the mindfulness. Then that Chakkupala he went as a Arahat, all the other bhikkhus went empty hand. So then we know that is actually this is mindfulness. So we'll take about Daruchirya case. Daruchirya was a person who came to the shore with the plank of the wreck ship and without clothes. He went to the jungle and he got some firewood, something has a dress. Then finally people came and gave him food. He thought that he is Arahat and the people also treating him as Arahat. But one of his friends, there were four people that they wanted to get the realization that they went to the rock and kicked to the ladder, and one got enlightened, but other 3 died there without food. And one is that Daruchirya, his friend who has enlightened and go to the Swarga, so that means the Divya Loka, bliss. Then he came and told Daruchirya, what are you doing? You are doing all nonsense. There is a Buddha at Jetavanarama. Go and meet him. He will preach you. Then this man got Hari. Then you can say it is without delay. Yes, without delay he start going. Right? And when he go there, he met the Buddha on the way. Buddha said that he asked Buddha to preach. Buddha said, no, this is not the time. I am going for the food. I will finish it and do it. Then he said, no, I can't wait. Then please, he bothered Buddha. But Buddha said, this is not the time for you to tell you anything. Then he said, no, I don't know. Before you, after you take your food, I will not be here sometime. I might die. Therefore, please give something. Then Buddha knew something there. Then Buddha said, Ditti Dittamattam Bhavisati, Sute Sutamattam Bhavisati, Mute Mutamattam Bhavisati, Vinyati Vinyanattam Bhavisati. There is also a small problem there. Now, actually, in Sinhala, we say Ditti Dittamattam Bhavisati, what they have told us is Dakko Dakka. Ahuva. Now, that is the translation given to us. But Dakko Dakka will not be able to get enlightenment unless if there is something in. Now, Daruchirya immediately got. He enlightened. He got arhatship immediately. So, which means it is not rush. He didn't rush. He, with mindfulness, he got everything. Really speaking, Ditte Dittamattam Bhavisati means not to see, because we have eyes, we are having tongue, we have in ear. Everything will come. When we see the picture, it is coming. Ditte Dittamattam Bhavisati means not to see, but not to look. Look is the problem. When you look only, you get something. If you see and allow it to happen, it's okay. Let it go. Let it go. But don't look. Ditte Dittamattam Bhavisati means see but not look. That is how that we are getting the translation wrong. Especially, really speaking, is a dukkha. Dukkha also we are getting the suffering. Suffering is not the correct word. But we all are talking about dukkha is suffering. Dukkha is not suffering at all. Same way, now Daruchiri also got enlightened. So which means it is mindfulness. It is not without delay. But actually he got into the road without delay to come and see the Buddha without delay. But after coming, he realized because of that mindfulness. Okay, this another example we can take Dhammarama. That is also Mahaparinirvana Sutra you get. Dhammarama Bhikkhu, that he was meditating. That is the last hours of the Buddha. He is ready to passing away, Mahaparinirvana. All the other bhikshus are coming and worshipping and weeping and crying and offering flowers and everything, because they want to pay the final respect to the Buddha. That is another few hours time Buddha is going to pass away. But Dhammarama Bhikkhu was not worried about that one. He was meditating. Then people were discussing there why this is not grateful person. He is ungrateful that Buddha, his teacher, is going to pass away. So he is not coming to pay the final respect also. That way they were discussing. Then Buddha heard that one. Then Buddha, what you all are discussing? He said, Sir, Dhammarama Bhikkhu is there. He is not worried about at all this situation. He is not coming to pay the final respect to you. Then Buddha said, no, don't tell like that. That is the correct way of respecting me. He is doing his job. He is trying to control his mind. That is the taking up the mindfulness. Finally, Dhammarama Bhikkhu came as Arhat and respect to Buddha. So which means that is the mindfulness, not without delay. If it is without delay, then Appamada, if that Appamada is mindfulness. Okay, then another one, that there is a stanza in Dhamma, so that Udakangina and the Nittika, Sukara Namayanti, and Darun Namayantajaka, Attanandamayanti Pandita. So that is Sariputta and his disciple, that is Sukha Samanera, Pandita Samanera, sometimes called also. They were going for Pindapata, going for food. Then they are going for food. That's a small Samanera is also following Sariputta. He saw some people are doing something with the wood. They are cutting and sewing and playing and these things. Then the Samanera asked from the Sariputta, sir, what they are doing? Then Sariputta Thero said, they are making the bows and they are making the furniture from the wood. They are taming the wood and they are bending and doing that. And then he thought something. But whenever he goes another few yards, he saw some people are cutting the soil. Then he asked what they are doing from the Sariputta. The Sariputta Samanera, they are cutting a canal to take the water to their paddy field, turning the water to their paddy field. Then he got shocked and he thought immediately. So it means that mindfully he thought they can turn the water off, so why can't I turn my mind? He asked Sariputta to, okay, you better go for the food, I will go to the temple. And he went to the temple, and that is not without delay, that is mindfully he concentrate on that matters, that contemplation of this thing and matters. And they finally, when Sariputta comes there, he got enlightened, he was so on. So which means that is the mindfulness. Appamada is mindfulness. We have to think about that one. So there is nothing else. Appamada means the mindfulness. Okay, then I will tell you one small example, right? That is as a layman, we can tell, not the Buddhism, right? There was one kindergarten, there was a sport meet. End of the year, they are putting the sport meet. When they are put the sport meet, there were kids for the relay race. There were 5 kids on the starting point, another 5 kids in the middle, and the finishing line is there. Then 5 people is there, and another 5 kids are here. Then there is one kid, it's very curious one. That is what I am talking about, referring to that one. Then they have told, okay, one of your friend is coming with the baton, you have to take the baton and run and go to the finishing line. So then they start the race. Then they all the people came, and one person, first person came and gave the baton. He took the baton and ran. The other one, curious, the one I am talking about, he was very curious about this man is delay, wait. He took the baton and ran to this side, same side, to the starting point, not to the finishing point. So it means, so if it is without delay, because he wanted to run without delay, he wanted to win without delay. He was not, the small kid was not mindful. If it is mindful, he know that I have to take the baton and run this way. He took the baton and ran the opposite side. So all the teachers and everything going behind and shouting, stop. No, he didn't stop. He went and finished it. The starting point. So that means mindfulness is the important thing, not that you are rushed to the matters. If you are rushing, you are making some energy inside which is not fit for the kindness or the coolness of the mind. So therefore, what I want to say that the mindfulness is this. And okay, then other aspects. These are I'm talking about the religious matters. I will talk something else about the political and the economical part. Actually, I don't like to talk political parts or economical parts. Anyway, since I am also accountant, I will talk that. Now see, now we are facing some problems these days. So we know that Uddavala people are asking for the water, and Samanala people saying that we can't release the water, we have to give it for the hydropowers. And other people are saying that water is there for the irrigation. There is a half work going on. No one has taken the correct decision because they were not mindful at what is happening in future. If they have planned it properly, not without delay, without delay, it doesn't matter. You have to plan it properly, how we have to shoot this problem out. So they were not mindful about what is happening in future, what is happening in another 2-3 days time. If it is without delay, they take one decision and finish everything. But they have not planned that properly. How to handle that matter. That is actually no mindfulness. And I will take another example. Now see, I heard last year that about 20,000 of intellectuals, maybe doctors, engineers, accountants, all the people have left the country because of this condition and left the country. I can remember, out of that, 6,000 are doctors. 6,000 are doctors. They have left the country, better prospects, that's okay. But anyway, one thing I have to tell, that when that Neville Fernando starts his hospital and the site them as a campus for the medical, this thing, that is a private medical university. But all the people shout and ask to stop that, and they stop. If they have not stopped, then if they have continued, by this time there are 3 or 4 batches have come out. maybe another 6,000 doctors are here, so we can face this problem. So the thing is, they were not mindful. They didn't think about that. They just look at the face at glance. He said, this is that, and finish. And same thing, luckily, we had to say, this is also really, I don't know whether they are mindful or they are working for their pocket, for the commission, I don't know. They wanted to stop that. Same people I'm talking about. I'm not talking what is the crowd, but same people wanted to stop that whole plant. But they said, no, this is bad for the respiration problems will come, and a lot of things came. And all bhikkhus came, and some fathers also came, and some organizations also came and asked to stop that plant. Stop, don't put that coal plant. But they didn't listen that and put the coal plant up. Luckily, we are having the electricity here because of that. If it is not there, what will happen today? We can't have this Zoom meeting, even this meeting also. That is why actually you have to mindful on the matters, political and all the matters. They are not mindful. Whenever they want to, they take the division. That is all happened to our economically, what has happened to us, or physically, what has happened to us, and everything. Just to conclude, I put another small story that will show that we are human, we are mindful, but some animals they are better than us. They are mindful. When they take about mind, even I don't know whether people are saying animals, they don't have mind or something, conscious of sadness. But anyway, they are mindful than us when compared to this one. This is a small story, right? There are some people, they are watching the nature, National Geography also, there's this thing you can see. Some group, they want to have a study on how the behavior of the monkeys behavior. Then with the telescopic cameras, and then they went and they had this thing, and they were watching of the monkeys. They have noticed there's one place monkeys are living, and they are coming down and have the foods also. Sometimes they are going up, they are living. Then they were putting that camera and watching that one. Then they saw, whenever they are whenever they following 2-3 days repeating that one, they saw in one time all the monkeys are coming down. And there is one leader. He just first come down and see if there is no danger, then he will give us some sound, then other people also will come. Those are coming, some people are coming with the kids also, some monkeys are coming with the kids also. Then they are coming down and have the food. And if there is any danger is there, that leader give a signal. When he give the signal, all the people will climb to the tree. With the kids also, because when they come down, they are releasing the kids. Kids are going here and there. They are playing other kids also. Then when they were watching, that the leader of the group, he saw there is one leopard was running. This man gave a signal, then immediately they took all the kids and jumped to the tree. All the people went up when that leopard reached that place. All the monkeys were up. Then now the people will say, okay, that is they are without delay. No, not without delay. When they are watching, they saw that monkeys are exchanging the kids. Some monkeys, they are giving their kid to someone else and taking their kid, because when that danger, they got the signal for that danger, they got whatever the kid and jump into the tree. They were not at delay or whatever it is to see whether this is mine or not mine. No, whatever the kid they had, they took it and jumped into the tree. On the tree, they were exchanging their kids. So which means they are mindful. If they are mindful, they can't do that one. They will go in finding their kid and take, and others will leave. They'll be trying that the leopard will come and catch. But really speaking, they took whatever the kids they are. Sometimes maybe they don't have kids also, but they took the kid and jump into the, they all are safe. That is because of mindfulness. Anyway, leaving some time for the discussion and the questions, I would like to conclude my speech. Thank all of you for my listening. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Cyril De Silva, for your thoughts. Now it's time for any questions. For those who are on Zoom, please use raise hand option and I will give you an opportunity to raise your question. To start off, Buddhism talks concentrates on karma. So just as sometimes some people think that it is my karma.
Yeah.
These, but all of this is about. And then there is sort of less of an effort.
Yes.
On facing the issue. But now, for example, would it be on the other hand, these difficult times which one faces, doesn't that mean that you should put a greater effort into facing that issue to resolve the issue?
Yeah.
What would be your thoughts?
Yeah. In my opinion, the last time in corona pandemic situation in the world, there were a lot of not the good commitment, good conditions, we cannot control the corona situation in the world. But the some religious and ideologist teachings, they are worshipped some things and they are practicing some religious matters to control the corona. The large one is we cannot satisfy about that. The Buddha has mentioned, if you have sick, you have to go to the hospital and get to the medicine. That is the normal things. And also, every people are practicing something about dependent on karma concept. It is the rulers, it is the fundamental teaching in Buddhism. But there are a lot of religions in the world, the Western and Oriental, and Hinduism in Bhagavad Gita, they are not believing religious matters like us. We are sometime craving with illness and happiness. And in Bhagavad Gita, the Vishnu and Parvati, there is an incident about the Vishnu went to the forest to know the truth. But they had understand, I cannot gain, I cannot research, I cannot found the truth searching by considering with the own happiness. And also I referred some book in Egypt. It is like the 6 Pharaoh king. They are always built. They were always built the pyramid with effort, not to the karma concept. We can't think so in this present moment in the world. There were in Anuradhapura period, there were so many kings, rulers, and so many elements. And they built the Ruwanali Mahasaya pagoda like that. That's a large building. But Egypt, 1,000 years ago, there was the larger part. They are thinking maximum level without delay. I think, in my opinion, we cannot satisfy the karma concept. Karma is the things to know the truth. The Mr. Cyril sir said, It is the mindfulness. Without mindfulness, we cannot live peacefully. That's all.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
He proclaimed the Four Noble Truths.
Yeah.
Dukkha, Samudaya, Nirodha, Marga. He has defined dukkha as Jatipi dukkha, Jarapi dukkha, Vyadipi dukkha, Maranampi dukkha. Appihi sampayogo dukkho, Piyahi vipayogo dukkho, Yampittan nalabadi dukkha, Sankittena panchupada nakkandha dukkha. Birth is suffering.
Yeah.
Decay is suffering. Disease is suffering. Death is suffering. Appihi sampayoga. To associate with the unpleasant is suffering. To depart from the loved ones is suffering. Not to get what one wishes is suffering. In brief, for aggregates of clinging are suffering. Now, with regard to lay persons, Buddha has shown 4 types of happiness. Atti Sukha, Bhoga Sukha, Anana Sukha, and Anavajja Sukha. Now, and also he has shown the 4 methods of prosperity. Uttana Sampada, Arakka Sampada, Samajivikata, Kalyana Mitra. Persistent effort, Uttana Sampada, watchfulness, Uttana Sampada, Arakka Sampada, balanced livelihood, and Kalyana Mitra, good training. Now Buddha has said the whole, in brief, Jatipi dukkha, birth is suffering. Now, I am speaking especially about the lay person. Now, when a lay person takes these Dhamma aspect into consideration, can one be prosperous in economic?
Actually,
Because Buddha has said, now, for tanha is the main reason for the dukkha. Now, to be a prosperous person without tanha, can one be a prosperous person? Economically.
Actually, the tanha, the Buddha mainly divide into the 2 parts. It is the spiritual and holy tanha. And rebirth, jati pidukkha. The rebirth is a suffering. You say it like that. But Buddha in Abhidhamma Pitaka, the higher doctrinary, said in dukkha mainly arise in the mind, not to the human world, but to the mind. It is the thoughts, situvili. The real name Sitivili. In Abhidhamma Pitaka, Sahetuka and Ahetuka Chaitasika. There are 54 Chaitasika thoughts like that. All the Chaitasika is on time activating in our mind. That is the Jatipi dukkha. Some baby preborn than life, it is the worldly, it is the Kamavachara history, Kamavachara part. And Lokottara part, the spiritual guidance is all the Jati, all the Jara, all the Vyadi consist and depend on the mind. That's my opinion.
Laukika means whatever if you want to prosper, also you can prosper and you can practice Dhamma also. But Lokottara means there is definitely no business at all, right? That business is to come out from the life, right? They are prospering is not the wealth or health or anything else, right? For layperson, yes, layperson, you have to have some tanha. Tanha means craving, so greediness to get more profit, right? Then only you can succeed. But really speaking, even layperson also, no need to have tanha. He can do his business and earn. But only thing, if you are eager to get more profit, then you will apply the tanha also there. Then also you get more profit. But Buddha has said, Uttan Sampada, Araka Sampada, Kalyan Samadivata, not only that, Atisuka, Bogusu, Anusu, Anamajusu, all are for people, laymen, not for the bhikkhus. But you are talking how while prospering, while getting money and everything, whether you can practice the Buddhism. Yes, you can practice the Buddhism, but you can't practice the Buddhism to salvation. That is the two things. The two different things. Buddha also said, okay, you can do farming and business and everything, you can live. But that is a proper way of living. But it is not Buddhism. For the Buddha said, other monks and other people, if they want to get the enlightenment, that is not that layperson system, the other system. Thank you.
We have another question.
Yes.
This word dukkha, we have come to usually associate with suffering in Sinhala. And as Mr. Cyril De Silva mentioned a while ago, dukkha actually from the word dukkha from Pali translates itself into unsatisfactoriness.
Yes, that's true.
It's anicca. Anicca, no?
Unsatisfactoriness.
Unsatisfactoriness.
Now, this unsatisfactoriness is not really a bad thing, because it tells us that something is not happening well, something is not happening to our satisfaction, something is gone off. And it tells us that you have a job to do, you have to put that right. So we can look at dukkha as a blessing in disguise, telling us that there is room for us to do something. Now, how can we then say dukkha is, has a bad influence on us? And as Mr. Saparmadhu said, birth is suffering. Now, for example, how can birth be suffering? When a child is born, we are all very happy. When you hear about it, we are all very happy. So these things are there. So can you tell us why we have to deal with dukkha to get rid of it? Instead of try and do something about it, use it as an incentive for us to do better. Did you get my question? Or?
I got your question, yes.
I would like a yes or no answer. Whether dukkha is such a bad thing, or is it really a useful thing for us to put to use?
Yeah, okay, well, thank you. Actually, I explained that same thing to Mrs. Aparmadhu also. Buddha was talking about dukkha satya, chaturara satya, that is for the salvation purpose, right? Not for the living purpose, for laymen, right? Laymen, of course, you can say dukkha is a joyful thing, right? Because whenever birth is there, child is birth, then other people can happy and we can have a party over there. Those things are there. Yes, even suffering also you said that one. Dukkha is not really suffering. One thing I have to say that it is very difficult to give the translation of Pali words. Very difficult, right? But you can give some some meanings closely, but it is not the correct one. Really speaking, I feel sorry. If you ask what is dukkha, I can't say, because it is very difficult to explain. Those not only dukkha, there are say as nirvana also. Sometimes nirvana is there. Some people are, where is the nirvana? Buddha has clearly said there is no place, there is no person, there is no color, there is nothing. So which means that is nothing, but it is also not nothing. So nacha so nacha anyo. He is not. Then if he is not in logical terms, if he is not, that should be another person. But he said not nacha anyo. If he is not nacha anyo, that is the same person. So therefore, very difficult to give a direct answer saying this is this. If we are going to give that way, then we are in trouble. We all are in trouble. We are putting you also in trouble. Only thing, you better realize your way. That is why pachattam veditabo. You better learn, listen, read, and then you realize yourself what is dukkha, right? Otherwise, you will always confuse with this one, or this layman people's dukkha is the prosperous one. The other people's dukkha is a thing that we have to eradicate. That question will come. Anyway, you are right. You have a good vision on that one. But only thing, don't mix that one. There are two different things, please. And the other thing, it is very difficult to give the meaning. Very difficult to give the meaning. If you ask what is dukkha, I am not in a position to give the meaning. Buddha said there are three dukkha, viparinamu, sankara, dukkha and jati dukkha, jarabdva, vyadhva, manamdva, piya vipayoga, apya sampayoga, yampitta, nalgas. Yes, that is true. But even then, that is also not finished. There are more. That is why Buddha says, Sankichena panchupadanaka dukkha. I will tell you all this panchupanaskhanda dukkha. Right? Then, one thing, if you believe this Buddha's way only, we can get the salvation. If you have doubt, then there will be doubt forever and we will not be moved from that place. Please take the doubt out. Thank you.
And also, the Buddha has mentioned dukkho patichito loko. I think the suffering is on our hand every time. Dukkha, unsatisfactoriness, no? It's based on three characteristics, no? Anicca, impermanent, dukkha, and non-self, no? So, paticca samuppada, it's a way to know the dukkha. I think ignorance, avijja, the ignorant person cannot understand the reality of the truths or samsara or Dhamma. I think it is the major dukkha concept. The Prince Siddhartha was born in India, Shakya clan. At that time, there were several religious matters. They are not talking the satisfactions and suffering things. They were promulgating their religious matter, not depending the suffering. But in Buddhist perspective, in Pali canon, there are a lot of things, the dukkha, right? The dukkha means, I think, when we are sitting into the chair, it's like a dukkha. And there are two things in past and future. If there is knowing some certain things by considering the past matters, that is the delusion. The Maya, that is in that Maya, that delusion is the dukkha. That is in Abhidhamma Pitaka, that is the ahetuka sankappa. And we are thinking, I am Venerable Samanalagama Thero, I am the newcomer in this panel. But tomorrow you will meet me, you can understand me because you saw my face. In past and future, that is the anto jata bahijata, that is the major error, the major different things in that Chanki Sutta. There were 6 elements which the Buddha mentioned, and Kalama Sutta. In dukkha mean, I think, when we can't understand the past thing and future thing, and Atita Sanya and Anagata Sanya, we can't concentrate our mind in this present moment. I think dukkha is, in my opinion, it is not a Buddhist way. In my opinion, the delusion is the big things to know the dukkha or tanha or nibbana or all the major words in the Buddhist perspective. Actually, I am every time saying in Podihamaguru, dukkha is on our hand.
Right.
On one occasion, the Buddha has said, with regard to a lay person, to be a successful person, spiritual development and material development have to go hand in hand. Now, in that case, for a lay person, there must be craving, no? Without craving, one can't have a material development.
Yeah, true. That layperson have craving. True. Layperson have craving. That is why we want to take out. Layperson have to have craving. Otherwise, they can't live. Layperson means craving, definitely craving. Lust, delusion, everything is there for the layperson. But we have to eliminate those. Then only we are going for the wholesome side. But really speaking, so bhikkhu side, there cannot be that much of craving, but there is a small craving. I will explain that craving also. But actually, now you know, Buddha has said that in Sinhala it said that pabassara midam bhikkhave chitta. That means the chitta is prabhasvara. It is not nothing. It is very pure. But agantukena upaklita it get bad because of the extreme strange things are coming, right? Outside things are. So then we'll take the baby. Baby's one is okay. Then okay, give him some.
You can have a private.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we are almost at time. So I think it has been an interesting discussion. We've had several questions, and we'll continue the discussion with Mr. Saparmadu offline. So I would like to thank all participants who are present here today, both physically and via Zoom, especially the two panelists, Venerable Samanalagama Thero and Mr. Cyril De Silva, for their valuable insights. I'm sure it has been a source of learning to all of us. And my appreciation to the staff of YMBA for all the organizational work to make this event a reality. May all the merits generated by the wholesome act today be bestowed on all the devas, our parents and teachers, our departed relatives, and all of us, and provide us with good health and energy to develop our Dhamma practices. The next program will be held on 17th September 2023 at 9:30 a.m. I look forward to your participation. May all beings be well and happy. Everyone, sir.
Everyone.